Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mercy Kill. This is episode 47, Hades, All Weapons, with the one and only Chocolate Dave. Before we get started, folks, here is a few announcements here from Games Done Quick. I'm Skybills. I'm going to be your host for this evening. Frame Fatale will be having its next all-women speedrunning event, Flame Fatale, in late August. Game and volunteer submissions are open right now until May 22nd. Type !FF in Twitch chat or go to gamesdonequick.com/Frame Fatale for more information. And SGDQ 2022 is coming up at the end of June, so soon already. Go to gamesdonequick.com for more information about the event. With that being said, how is everybody doing? How are you doing, Dave?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting my pets in for the dogs, since I won't be able to do it during the run.
Oh, Cerberus is such a good boy. I'm such a big fan. That's one of my favorite things to do, too, is pet the dog. Petting the dog is so important. So, Dave, it's wonderful to have you here. It's your first time here on Mercy Kill, so I have a couple questions associated with your run. So what inspired you to run this game in the first place? What's the lore behind it?
So the original reason I started playing Hades was Any Percent, because Any Percent is the most friendly to start speedrun I've ever seen in my life. If you pick a category, you just pick any weapon you like, and the moment you start running, every time you have to make a choice, the timer in the top right, we time by in-game time, it freezes completely. So I have time to think things through and actually try to figure out what I'm going to do. And it just became something kind of easier for me to do when I wasn't good at menuing, and I got faster and faster. And from there it went to 3-weapon, and then I did a little bit of all weapon, which I'm doing today. So rusty and unpracticed.
But still, you're not allowed to practice for this, Dave. So that makes perfect sense. I hope you didn't practice at least.
No. I turned it on to make sure the stream worked, and then I killed Skelly once, and then I kept moving on. And that was it. I just didn't touch it. I put it to the side and said, I want to play this game a lot now. I have the Jones, but I can't.
So have you looked, because you are allowed to consult notes, have you looked at any new strategies, and are you going to try to implement them in this run?
No. I didn't take any notes when I was doing it, so I don't remember which one exactly is the right one. So it's going to be great content.
Ooh.
I never got that one good combo, though, so this could be, just through sheer luck, the first PB on Mercy Kill.
That would be cool, too. I used to say back when this whole show started, I never wanted anybody to PV because, I'd be like, no, this is supposed to be in practice. But you know what? If it happens, that would always make me happy. I always like to see folks PV. So I changed my mind. I would like to see a PV at some point, and maybe we will get one tonight. But with that being said, if you have issues with the game, or you're having issues getting to that PV level, do you have any backup or safety strats you're thinking about using for this run?
The safety strats for Hades are really not in my control. Everything is randomized. I have slight control over what ones I get with the trinkets, but other than that, mostly it's just don't die. If I die, that's pretty much it. So the backup strat is to make sure I just don't die. If I have to go slower to prevent that, I will do that. That's all I got.
Wait, have you left yourself no room in your estimate for a death in order to succeed?
Not a late death. You can't really plan for those. Normally you get a death, you go, okay, reset, and then you just do the next one.
Oh, that's really interesting to me. Well, I want to get this show on the road here, Dave. Are you ready to go? I'm really excited.
I would have to stop petting the dog, but I think I can tear myself away for a second. I don't know if it's streaming the dog pets, but you all need to trust me.
Your estimate is 240, Dave, and let it be known that I offered to add more time, not subtract more time, likely to what everybody has ever said about me as a host. I offered to add more time, and me being the merciful host that I am, we added 10 more minutes on here because, again, this is a tough and unforgiving game. With that being said, Dave, count down when you're ready, and good luck and have fun.
All right. Time normally starts when your feet touch the ground. So I'm going to press it and I'm going to count you down. It might be kind of quick. It might be longer. It depends what the intro does. So I'm going to press this and it will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
I should have a game now. Hold up.
Oh,
Yeah, hold on 1 second. There's no game audio on stream apparently.
All right. We'll just there's a flag on the play, chat. Hang on. That's a false start. 5 yards.
It should be doing the game audio. That's interesting. Game audio. Possibly give me 1 second because I don't know why it's not doing that.
You're good. So I want to know, while we're adjusting that audio, what was your first clear when you were, and this goes out to the chat too, what was y'all's first clear in build? I used, I want to say it was like triple Zeus plus 1 Athena.
Mine was, apparently I'm the odd man out. I was the rail. That was my first one.
Your weapon, yes, but I was talking about which god or goddess did you go to for your abilities?
It wasn't the god or goddess. It was the thing I can't find anymore, which is clockets, cluster rockets. This is extremely weird. This should be sending this out, and it's not.
Oh, yes. So real quickly here, while we are waiting on some tech stuff here, I do want to remind you all, and this is about GDQ hotfix in general. Remember that your subs, gift subs, Prime Gaming subs, and bits do help support our weekly hotfix content. Please consider supporting our daily content if you do enjoy these hotfix shows. And with that being said, too, remember that we always have our highlights channel in between shows here. Remember, it is a GameSpin Quick highlights channel. It features highlights of our GDQ hotfix shows, !highlights command to learn more about our highlights channel. How are things looking, Dave?
Yeah, things are good now.
All right, awesome.
Do you want me to roll it back just quickly or just go?
Yeah, you can roll it back.
Yeah, give me 1 second. That's my bad. I'm sorry, GQ chat. It's gonna freeze for just a second. That's my desktop. There we go. Okay.
All right, count us down, and let's get going.
All right, this time for real. I'm sorry. I don't want to pull a keys and have a crash right in the first part.
I'm ready.
Just kidding. I love you, keys. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, good luck, Dave. Have fun.
Strength.
Okay, yep.
Speaking of Athena.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I have to kill the first guy. Oh, no. This is terrible.
Dave, that's like the equivalent of dying to the first Goomba in Mario. Come on.
No, dying to the first guy is equivalent to dying to the first Goomba.
By the way, I've totally done that before.
I always just, honestly, for the builds, I just go straight down the line with each weapon because it's all randomized anyway. What I want to see in each room is I do not want to see little guys. I want to see medium, like these grapplers, or I want to see the louts, the very large boys over here, thugs, because the way the rooms work is actually it has a percentage of how many units are supposed to be in the room. And if you get those little boys, you get like 1 million little boys, and they take a long time to spawn in. But if you get the big ones, they count for like 6 or 7. So if you see lots of dudes, that's good. Armored enemies count for even more. So you want to see, if you see a little skull, that's what you really want to do. I don't want something else. Plain. I'll take Frost Force, that's fine.
The winter's chill.
You know what I just realized? I just completely ignored Ares, which would have been Merciful End. So yeah, these yellow armored boys, we want to see them more often. And because that means that we will get less enemies in the room. Sword tech is mostly dash and special.
Power of Olympus.
And that's kind of, you just repeat that pattern, dash special, dash special. Oh, this is perfect. Money, please. You know what? We'll give Boldy.
Cheers, mate. And tribute.
Aww.
Cheers.
I did that for you, chat. And mostly for Boldy, if I'm being honest.
I did notice that was a, I think that was a Demeter symbol, I believe that's the name is. So this is off of a New Game Plus, and I assume that from looking at your health to begin with, and the fact that you do have lives on this one.
My grandmother.
Yes. For all weapon clears, it is strongly recommended that you... Oh, these are all bad. Clear everything first. We'll just take that.
That woke me up.
You have a full clear. You use as much Titan Blood as you feel comfortable with, or at the very least have enough Titan Blood where you can respec to a fully spec'd out weapon. You need to have full mirror talents in some capacity. It's strongly recommended for those, unless you're doing a fresh file, which I believe Vorim is extremely. These are good. Vorim is extremely really good at that. Was grinding them out for a little bit. He's kind of like who I wish I could end up being at some point. Critical.
Time to turn to the sword.
Hits wider, 20% damage. I'll take that. Money. I just saw somebody that says, "How do I talk to Boldy?" The answer: you gotta be his friend. You gotta be Boldy's friend. But this is the kind of room I was talking about with not wanting to see these little dudes. You see how it's taking them a long time to spawn in.
Delicious.
More crit damage.
So I have to know this. How do your hands not get really tired by the end of even one clear? Because on my casual playthrough, to even get one clear was kind of difficult. Do you recommend anything for folks who just get really bad hand fatigue very early?
Practice and gloves. I'm wearing some gloves right now.
Definitely.
Useful.
Let's go with heart. I used to be really fast at these and just immediately click and go. In any percent, you can literally see the doors for a fraction of a second, press pause, and that's fair play. You can just look at them for as long as you want. But for real time, pausing beforehand gives you no advantages, so. Oop. Shops are good. Oh, sorry.
What is that timer in the lower left-hand corner? Again, I've only gotten one clear on my playthrough, so I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, we want that.
That's the stuff.
So the timer on the bottom left is
I didn't keep you
the short, what is it called? Tight deadline? Mm-hmm. And what that does is it makes it so that when you are in a room, you have 9 minutes per clear for this one level to actually make it out. Right? Yeah, you have 9 minutes of in-game time. The reason why we turn it on is it gets rid of certain rooms for a while. It gets rid of alarm rooms. It gets rid of Thanatos, things that would stop you from RTA. Well, I think they actually patched it so Thanatos still shows up now, but it stops that timer for Than now. The point is it gets rid of some of the longer rooms for RTA that are bad. I don't need the gems, I just need the... Okay. I'm slowly remembering everything.
So what happens if the timer goes out? Do you lose your whole run?
You start losing health, 1 health at a time. And then when it gets to 1 health, it'll stop sucking your health, but anything will kill you. So you could probably live for a bit off a deadline, but it's not recommended since you got to clear through a boss. And those can be very kind of... I'm trying to find the best way of saying it where I can say it on GQ. Not great, though. Especially if you get to Theseus and you won't have short deadline on. The first time I tried it, I got up to Theseus and the Minotaur, and my goodness, it was bad. Because it was, if anyone has ever played this game, they know exactly why Theseus is not great. And we're gonna see Broccoli Babe.
Wait, what?
Broccoli Babe. And Music Boy and Broccoli Babe. I forget which one does which levels, please. That was the wrong one. It's fine. Where's the baddies? Baddies? There you are. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, and I mean, especially in this section, do you know how many times I dash into the lava on accident and take damage?
Constant problem for everyone. It's super funny,
Yeah.
but very bad. This is actually where you go to reset runs. If your run is bad out of the end of Tartarus, you just walk in the lava.
Oh.
Because in order for you to be able to do another run, I should have picked the shop, but I want Aphrodite. It's fine. This is why you pick up a Theta Dash, by the way, for these people specifically. How was I supposed to group these up again with sword? No. So you'll notice I'm shooting the cast out, and the reason why you shoot cast out is because it does more damage with the setup I have. Ugh. Okay, Heartbreak Strike on Epic, which is exactly what I wanted since I was building more towards attack anyway, with my extra dashes. Extra dashes are very nice. This is a bad run though, because it's 432 and I'm still in Asphodel. Where is the dude? Okay. Back when I was a little better at this game, I was better at predicting where they would spawn. There is a pattern to it, somewhat. We're not gonna need that, hopefully. So let's just get more health. 2 boons. Ooh.
Is there anything you tend to avoid? I assume it's not a matter of something being difficult. It's a matter of you don't want like all these tiny enemies spread out, I assume.
You start to learn patterns for things like witches, where if you see a witch that's already kind of close to the edge and you have just your straight line attacking weapon, you're not gonna chase after that first. You're gonna try to find somebody else and get them to come to a area where you can hit them. This room in particular is terrible because these skeleton boys, especially if they're the red ones that shoot things at you, will do this, what they just did right there, where he's at the bottom of the steps and you go near him and he just jumps to the top of the steps and it wastes a lot of time. Medusas are another one that are kind of annoying for this. Gosh, why am I missing all these?
Are you going to go to Chaos at any point?
Oh, if there's one, I'm taking it. 100%. That's just fast. More of that. The fact that I haven't seen one is kind of interesting. Normally I've
Wait,
seen
what
at least
was
one.
that with Demeter's thing of the again, I haven't
Oh,
seen
don't worry
some of
about
this.
I can't,
Don't worry about it.
don't worry about
Wow.
we don't we don't really recognize that. We just kind of let that one stay where it is. Who did I take? Did I take Than or did I take actually, no, you're gonna have a pretty nice surprise on this one because you're a big fan of Thanatos, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good news about that. Also, we're in phase 2 already.
Wow.
This is one where grouping it up would be good, but I have the wrong companion on for that, so we're gonna do it a different way. Instead, I'm gonna try and time it in my own way. Ow, that was really dumb of me. I didn't move. So you know how I got that dash earlier, and I got that punch earlier, and I got that frost earlier?
Yeah.
The one thing I do remember that I have to do in this game is I have to make sure I have at least 2 curses, because those curses will cause them to take way more damage if they have 2 of them on at the same time.
This is
Hi.
It's my Hades hubby.
Yeah,
if
and
you
he
couldn't
just
tell.
gets rid of them immediately.
Scythe, yes. I love that
I didn't even
character
make
so
the
much.
association. I hate that I didn't get that. We want this because we don't have a call. I am notoriously bad at taking casts. That is my one thing I'm so bad at.
Yes, Dave, I'm not the only one in existence with a scythe, you know, including characters on shows, you know?
What's your take on... actually, you know what? That might be a copyright thing. I don't know if I can say Cartoon Network shows.
Nah.
But what's your take on a Grim Reaper with a boy and also another person? That's vague enough. I think I can get away with that.
I just know who I like in this game.
Yeah. Than is great. I liked Meg a lot because of obvious reasons. I also very much like Skelly. Skelly doesn't get enough love. That seems good, but it's actually bad. But we're still gonna take it because everything else is bad. But when you're sitting there doing your dash strikes, you want to look at that and it says, oh, if I attack from behind, then I'll do extra damage with all these extra dashes. That would be perfect. But that is the one thing that lies to you. Every other attack-based boon, like if I use my my dash attack with this attack boon, it applies the thing it says. With the Shadow Strike, though, it does not. I clicked the wrong button. So, those are limited, and we didn't want to use that there. I wanted to click the right trigger, not the left trigger. We'll see how that shakes out in the future. Oh, Patty!
The classic Mercy Kill experience. Oh, I didn't mean to do that input, or I forgot about this. Those are common things that happen here on this show.
So anyone who's ever played this game has had a run where they're like, Patty boy, thank you so much for being here. I hate you. Oof, that one really hurt. Athena's dash is good for these because while you're dashing, you're invincible. So if you do dash strikes, you don't really take the damage from it. The problem is I keep accidentally fat fingering in the special at the end out of habit and taking the extra 10 anyway. So I'm actually gonna take one of those real quick. Don't worry about that. Good. We actually want to see him. Well, there's a better one, but we do want to see him compared to other rooms that we could have gotten. He will make the later fight shorter too, but it doesn't really matter because the way I set up Asterius, this is where you use that Than for, because then he's going to be in here, he's going to have 2 curses on him, and he's going to get just die. Boop.
Wait, what?
But seeing him earlier makes him weaker later, which also doesn't matter because of the way I play this game.
The name of Hades.
Yeah, I tried to not watch any Hades speedruns prior to this because I wanted to be surprised between the only one clear that I did and what I was going to see tonight, and there are so many things that I have not seen yet. This game is incredibly dense in terms of its content, and we're seeing that tonight even in the speedrun while going fast. So this is interesting. I'm really liking this.
Oh yeah, there are very few things that are locked out by other boons, so you can get just some absolutely ridiculous combinations. One of the fun ones I had was I used to do a thing where I was like, I'm going to keep doing runs and I'm only going to use items I have not gotten before. So I had like a little marker on my desk, and then it was kind of a slow moving process, but I was like, oh no, we've seen that before. We got to take the other one. And it was one of the most fun I ever had. It's actually how I found out that Crush Shot and the close range weapon are very good. Pressure Voids. I am taking too much damage. The thing we want to see in this area, which we're not going to because we saw Asterius, is the Butterfly Ball. Because the Butterfly Ball, if you have a good setup, it's just fast. It takes like 2 seconds. Ooh, that was nice. He ping-ponged off the wall and exactly where I needed to be. There we go. I somehow still took damage while invisible, which is not great.
Oh yeah, I've taken 70 game overs to the butterfly ball regarding to someone who was talking about that in chat. That was a frequent wall for me early on. I had issues dealing with that. So much to deal with.
Hey, that's kind of cool because that can interrupt our dad. I probably should have gone for the heart there. I would like a little bit more just because of how rusty I am at the game now, but especially with these shields. That's not good. Remember what I said about late deaths being run killers?
Yeah, but you can recover Death Defiances. I've seen it before.
That's true. We are already past Patroclus, though, which means that the triple Death Defiance recovery is already gone. So if I lose more than one, it's costly. Also, you want that money for something else. You want it to buy boons. You always want to buy boons. All about damage stacking. If you do not stack damage, you are probably not going to go fast. Safety is for chumps. If you need safety, please take safety. But safety is for chumps. It's all about spending money on things that you need. I have 258. That's very good.
That's the thing that's nice about this game, right? Like, there's so many different varied difficulties and so many different play styles. It's really good for a broad audience. You can play it as safe or as dangerous as you'd like to, and that's what I love about games. Just many different ways to play it, many different difficulties.
Don't blink on phase 1 or you'll miss it. Phase 1's over. This is actually a very slow Theseus fight. Normally I can get him down before he even does a move. Just don't die, right?
Wow, I struggle with that fight so much, and you just destroyed it.
He was my wall for so long. The fact that phase 1, I want to keep this. The fact that phase 1 you can just completely skip with that Than or Megara combo is just, it's chef's kiss. It's like so good. It's like the best thing I've ever found because I hate that fight. That being said, we are well past my PB for IGT, which means I shudder at what my timer says. We want this one. You always pick the skull.
Why's that?
So when you do a skull run, if you have a skull in the door, it means that you're going to fight a mini boss. And the mini bosses, if you kill them fast enough, that's the only wave you do. You fight the mini boss and that's it. So if you go to the little doors, you'll fight waves and traps and terribleness, and I want the money. And if you go to the mini boss room, though, you can just kind of power them down, and you might fight like 1 or 2 other things if you're fast. Although I'm getting a lot of rat rooms. These are pretty bad.
No way. Keep me alive.
Sure, why not? Just for safety. I know I said safety are for chumps, but I am a chump, and so I'm taking the safety. This is roughly where I would have liked to have the other Thanatos that I wasted. But it's fine, we'll make do. Did I not? Yeah, okay, I never shot that at him, I guess. Where did that go? Did I shoot it into like a wall or something?
Chat's liking your bow tie right now, Dave.
And Lil was like, I gotta dress up for Mercy. It's very important.
It's so fancy. Here I am, like, sporting, you know, my t-shirt, my gym shorts, and my scythe like I always do. And here's Dave with the bow tie. Like, it's awesome.
You gotta dress to impress the RNG, because otherwise the RNG will really do you dirty.
Is that why? Is that why I've had issues with RNG in Magic the Gathering? I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
I'm telling you, you come in with a suit and a bow tie, you win Kaizo Ironmon first try. It's known science. It's known science. So the only reason why I haven't done it is it would be too unfair. Poison is a bad status in this game, but I mostly just ignore it. And we did not get 2, so it's a bad run. So without a mod pack on, there's a mod pack that says don't get Voreemed, which is a name of a famous runner. And what it does is it guarantees you get a 2-sack. Your actual Satyr sack will come in the correct amount of time and not require you to go through more than 2 tunnels. Right now, it's misbehaving because I am playing on the unmodded version. This is just straight up and down any percent. Well, sick all weapon. And as you can see, the game is still making me go through these tunnels.
Dave's gonna start a new trend where people dress up to go on their hot pick shows, and this is all gonna be Dave's fault.
Look, this is my challenge for the next Mercy Kill runner. Top what I did today. If you can do better, then the next time I'm on, I will literally run a game and then stop running a game just so I can come on, and we will have a dress off. I will suit up, and you will suit up.
I think that's gonna be difficult, honestly, because Our next guest in 2 weeks is going to be our one and only Frozen Flygon, and you cannot defeat the power of all those bows. Those bows are awesome.
After break chat, I will rival the bows. Hold me to this. Hold me to this. I will rival the bows. Just you wait.
You ready for another go?
By the way, our dad is our boss. It's also the boss, but he's also our boss, I guess. I don't know. It's confusing. Try not to die to him. This is what we don't want to see. So he does a lot of these. You don't want that. That makes it so that I take more damage. The sweep is the worst part. All right. Also, he has ads. We don't like ads, but he has them. I think I can get this to the next one before he gets it off. Oh, he had a double sweep. I've never seen him do a double sweep. I've never seen him do that when I'm running this game normally.
Come on, Dave, please. Do the thing.
I should be fine. It's just there's been some small frustrations.
Come on, chat, cheer Dave on. This is tough to do, Rusty. This is an exceedingly tough thing to do, Rusty. So cheer Dave on, that Dave can get the first clear of the day here on all weapons on Mercy Kill. These are pivotal moments here in this run.
Oh, I'm out of summons, I guess. And I did not know that, so we're doing this the hard way. Remember that one I actually threw away?
Dave, please, come on. Please.
Pretty much if I die in the beginning, that's pretty much GG for the run, though. Hug your dad, Strats.
Come on, Dave. Oh, Dave, come on. I don't want to be on the edge of my seat right now. I've already worn out the edge of my seat during Iron Man. Come on, Dave.
That's really bad. I'm gonna die.
Dave, no. You are not allowed to die. Come on. Oh my God, I can't watch. I cannot look. I'm nervous.
Okay, we got a really clutch. We got a clutch charm. He stopped doing the lasers and stood in place. Okay, let's go.
Is that it? Is that it?
That's part 1. That's 1 of 6. That's my better
goodness.
weapon.
My butt is still clenched right now. Heck, Dave. Well done. Well done. Let's hear it for Dave, everyone.
All right, and then we get a nice little talking to.
Some sort of joyous outcome for a change.
Give you a talking to for making me nervous during that. Oh my gosh, Dave.
I was not worried. Anyway, then we peace out quite literally. And then we go back to the start. The post game doesn't like the oh, you did the story? Then I guess he died or something.
There you are.
Okay, I'm gonna count down for a second. I'm gonna get back fully in my seat. I'm surprised I didn't fall out of it at this point. Chat, I am sorry if Dave made you feel nervous there. I was stressed too. I was stressed too, chat. We were oh my goodness.
So here's the fun thing.
Resource. Oh sorry, go ahead, Dave, go ahead.
I have
It's time to shine.
0 recollection for how to do the spear. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun.
I like the spear. Zeus! Zeus is my favorite.
Alright, Lord Zeus.
That's right. I think it's
also
dash oriented. Is it spin oriented?
While I am unclenching here, please, especially if you're watching on YouTube, also, hi YouTube, be sure to give Dave a follow. That is twitch.tv/ChocolateDave, all one word. And of course on Twitch chat, I have provided you the link. Please go give Dave a follow for Hades. And sometimes Dave joins me for bad ideas involving Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Don't play one card, just don't do it. Please go give Dave a follow, y'all. It is good content, I assure you.
I'm trying to remember how do I go fast with this, and I think I already screwed it up with the hammer. I might actually do a quick restart on that. I think the hammer was a bad choice.
You're allowed. I mean, it's early enough in this go.
Nah. I would never do it in a real run, so I won't do it here, because apparently everyone likes it when it's to the edge of the seat. They paid for the whole seat with their subscription to twitch.tv/gameswhenquick, but they'll only need the edge of their sheet with a Twitch subscription, possibly even a Prime Gaming subscription to twitch.tv/gameswhenquick. None of these are good. Need good things. I guess we'll take pressure. Any chance you have to daily damage is critical, and even like a 1% is good.
Yeah, I cannot imagine how stressful this run is, because everything you just went through at the end of that last one, you have to experience that 6 times and not die at the end. That's tense.
I will tell you, it is the most fun part of the run, because sometimes you just make a couple mistakes and one big spin does like 50 damage. So if you just didn't bother to put things in health, because I told you earlier I used to believe health was for chumps before things happen this run. The reason why I take premium vintage there is because it is extremely good for 2 things. One, now all those nectars are basically mini hearts that will increase my life by a smaller amount. But also, I've paid for the thing, and that makes nectar give me, essentially, it's a free pomegranate. So I now, every time I pick up a nectar, it's a free palm of power and a free heart. So it doubles up their effectiveness. Special inflicts doom. Sure, we need a curse, and I will take a curse. Personally, I'm looking for some kind of, what's it called? Dash-related goodness now, because well, most of my attacks are not the best. These guys are the worst. What's everyone? This is the true thing I want to know, and I'll probably see them like a few seconds later just because of the way Restream works. But what's everyone's least favorite weapon to run? What is their one that's like they just, no matter how many times they try to learn it, it just never seems to work, and they've relegated it as just, this is not good.
Mine was the bow and arrow, but I think that's more I need practice with it, because the odd thing is I use bow and arrows a ton in games like Skyrim and Breath of the Wild. I use bows and arrows for everything, but in this game for some reason I have difficulties with it.
Mine goes back and forth. It is either this one weapon I'm using right now, or it's the shield. Oh geez, I'm taking a lot of damage there. Alright, we gotta get that pattern down. Spear, bow, yeah, I'm seeing them all come in now. If you said the gun, you're not now. We can't be friends.
Hey, everyone has a right to like and dislike whichever weapons they want in this game. That's the beautiful thing about Hades.
There's no wrong way to play in terms of enjoyment. There's suboptimal, and that's hating the gun, but you know, you can do that. You can make a run out of it. I'm trying to do it right now. No, my thing is I'm kind of biased on the gun because I was there in the early access days, and it was just so silly to be like, you got your spear, you got your bow, and then you have just a gun. There's a gun. Why not? And so the first thing I did was I managed to get myself that's the wrong button. Oops. There's a shop. I got myself cluster bomb, which is where it shoots 5 at a time, and then it was also the hazard bomb, which they hadn't patched out yet. And what hazard bomb does, it makes your explosions like 4 times as big, but also they hurt you now, and they do. So I basically would cover the field in things that would hurt myself, and I lost my run to dying on my own. That was the wrong Harpy Sister I followed. You'll probably notice these enemies are attacking slightly faster than we're used to in these games if you've played it casually. And that's on purpose, which I forgot to turn off for this one because I'm not good at the spear. So there's a good chance I will die, and if I die, I'm just going to go to the next weapon. I'm just going to let you know that now. And we'll just double back to the spear if we have time.
You wouldn't consider taking a game over here and just going to a different weapon for now? Because I think the run would still be salvageable then, right? Since you've already lost life.
No, I don't think it's there yet. There's still Patroclus, and most of the fight with Patty is done by, what's it called? It's done by Than. Than does all the work for me.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I don't know why I took lightning for attack. I'm so not feeling my best on this run right now. I'm actually gonna do a bold move. I'm selling the lightning.
Nowhere to go but up.
It's time for a bold move. Also, you'll notice I got Titan's Blood here, which means that something on my settings were not right when I did this the last couple times, or currently.
This heat.
Okie doke.
Yeah, there's some questions in chat. Yeah, Mercy Kill's gimmick is that the timer counts down because Dave is competing against the timer. Once that timer is over, the run is over, no matter where Dave is in the run. So that is part of Mercy Kill, is the runner alongside me, I'm going to say alongside because sometimes I influence it, decide on a good estimate, and then we just kind of go from there. But today, again, we added time for the record.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for once we didn't went up and not down because I was thankfully too a little sure of myself going in. This is not good. I just re-rolled that 3 times and none of those were the one I wanted. If the run gets mercy killed, it gets mercy killed. It's fine. That's half the fun is this is the easiest show to prep for because you are expected to not do well.
Yeah, I mean, I always tell folks, like, you know, they'd sometimes be like, oh, the runner died or this trick didn't go well. I'm like, yeah, because I tell folks not to practice. If you want to see polished runs, there's plenty of events and other hotfix shows where you get all the polished runs you want. But both of my shows are about RNG and Mercy Kill. What happens when things don't go as intended? That was always the first thing that I was thinking about when I came to the main GDQ events, you know? So I built a whole foundation around shows where anything can happen and not everything's polished because it's fun to see the process.
In the name of Hades.
Yeah, honestly, the way this run's going, I'm taking Strong Drink. And we're also going to take Chaos because, you know, Chaos. Someone just asked, are there speed runs with max heat? Yes, there's a whole thing called 64 heat, I think it is, and it may have gone up. I don't actually remember. None of these are good. I don't use cast that much anyway. We'll take that. And then we'll take Aphrodite. And immediately the fight where I would want to use a cast. So I'm just going to take that hit. I want Aphrodite because Aphrodite will be my second curse. This is the slowest. Oh, I'm being dumb. Hold on a second. There we go.
It's okay to be forgetful. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on the screen at once. Being forgetful is, again, part of the process here.
I would like a stabby. Give me. I'm gonna take Passion Dash because that's at least something. And we're gonna see Broccoli Babe again.
Eurydice.
Don't let Orpheus.
I want the next 2 boons to be upgrade rarity, please. Thank you.
Take care.
Cheers.
Oh, I read that wrong. That's not. Oh, oops. I upgraded the ones I have. So, I guess my dash is now better. I guess that's kind of cool, but now we have at least Mar 2 curses. I need you to stop bouncing, please, sir. There's a what? What were you doing that whole time? Remember that rule I had about how you want little enemies and you don't want to see little enemies? The only exception to that is the Gorgon heads because they spawn pretty much immediately with the settings we have. Which is faster attack and faster spawn-ins. And I'm gonna... Not what I wanted, but I'll take it.
Coin goes goes in, that comes out.
Now, he didn't take the shot that time because I knew it was going to be Learny Fight. And Learny Fight means that is what I wanted! Okay, this run is now viable. So, anyone who does not know, duo boons are incredibly good sometimes. What that does is, now I throw this and dash at him, and guess what? Now he has doom things that are happening over and over again for as long as he's charmed. So as long as I'm dashing near him, he's gonna keep taking doom effects. Which is good for me, because if I use the curse function, I'm going to get injured right now. You'll probably notice that was noticeably slower. I might try and get out of the lava, please. Yeah, that was, let me put it this way. I thought I was to the left of that rock, and I was apparently very far on the right, so that's pretty bad. If I can find a weak strike, that would be, or if I get Ares Strike again, that would be the best case scenario for this, because an Ares Strike with this dash would mean that there's just constantly Ares stuff going off. So I think I know what I'm taking for the next part of the run. Okay, let's see. Can I get through this with all my Death Defiance? If I get through this with all my Death Defiance, we're fine. But I have to get through with all of my Death Defiance. Or at least the ones I have left. And I should be fine here.
That thing causing trouble.
There. Whew. The good news is you got all of the music. The bad news is I got a loop on the music, and we're 8 minutes out of Asphodel, which is 4 minutes slower than I normally do it.
Honestly, based on the conversations we had before, as long as you don't take a total game over, you should be able to meet your estimate.
This is true. Maybe. I may have fudged it a little bit on the estimate. But there is still hope, no matter what. If I don't take a game over, there is hope still for a PB. And that is if I get Clockets, which I never got Clockets ever through the entirety of my all weapons run. In fact, I'm pretty sure in my chat I have a counter that says !RNG that says 1,000 monkeys on 1,000 typewriters will one day write Shakespeare, but none of them will ever write a scenario with me getting Rocket Bomb and Cluster Bomb in the same run. So hopefully we get it today. My probability of getting it, I think the standardized probability is like a 33%, but in reality, it's more like a 2% because I'm the one playing it, and the game does not like to give it to me. So, with that in mind, if I got it on the RNG, not RNG, Mercy Kill stage, I would feel extremely good. Could you imagine? Attack is faster after you dodge. We're gonna take the Sturdy, and the reason why is we're gonna hope for Rush Delivery, because I don't think I've got another Hermes boon, and that would do so much help. Now this is bad. I don't really have anything to address these at a distance, except for my like regular old cast, and even then I'm not doing enough damage with that cast to actually kill them. So. Come on, group together for me, please. Just stay
I'm hoping
groups.
you get that extra life here, Dave. I'm really sending all the good vibes right now.
If I die, I die. It's what happens. All right, this is kind of what I was looking for. Is more range and 40% damage spin attack. Quick spin. We want quick spin because this is. I've been forgetting to use. Oh, I'm.
Did you do a silly? What did you forget?
This thing where I can do this. I forgot that the whole purpose of this build is that you're supposed to use spin a lot, and that's what I was doing in the game because it makes people take more damage from sources.
I mean, you are in the hot seat. It does make folks more forgetful than usual. Don't be too hard on yourself.
This shows you just how little I like to run spear on like pretty much any given day. Is just it's never my favorite weapon. Someone's probably getting a kick out of that. Like I've done that. one thing I do appreciate, and I could gush about this game for like days, aside from the art and the soundtrack and the voice acting and also the character design, is that everything works with 4 buttons effectively, which is kind of hard to do. You get some games where, like Sonic the Hedgehog's, where the 3D Sonics, it was like B is roll, B is spin dash, B is pick up things, B is talk. It's not great. Whoa! Get out of here.
You didn't want to take some time to read all about the lore, Dave?
I give me a stream, I'll do it. I'll do it. I teach history. I could tell you the lore without even looking at it.
What is new?
Ooh. You know what? We're actually gonna take Drunken Strike. No. No, I'm not doing that. There's Patty right here, and Patty gives, well, yeah, no, we're gonna take this. We're gonna be safe. Oh, good, we got the good one. Ready? Watch this. Okay, it's dead. Oh, it lives. What do you know? I forgot to do the spin on it, that's why. Oh well, it's still dead.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, I see people booing my earlier Charon decision, and I will let you know if I die on any of these runs and it's pretty much over, I will show what Charon does and I will lose to him for all of you. But if I'm still going, I'm gonna keep going.
Chad, are you all hustling Dave while he's in the hot seat?
Oh, let him do it. I do it. Everyone wants to try and get them to do a live deal to make it worse. It's Schadenfreude. Everyone
There's
wants it.
no live deals on this show, first off. Y'all know that.
Except for Keys, because he's the one that started the scenario because he had the really bad luck in the beginning.
That was the pilot. Plus, yeah, like you said, it was bad luck.
He had like that was such awful luck on that, and I felt so bad watching that. I was like, man, that's the first thing that happens is you get your file corrupted. It's always like something that's like fine on the stage, because I've seen him do that run like a million times. That is one thing, actually. Speaking of keys, I'm super excited for the race with GDQ, with all the Pokemon race that's coming up.
Yeah.
That's gonna be super hype. I remember last time when it was a Keys, Shen, and okay, both of these are bad. Very good.
Yeah.
Though.
On that note, the SGDQ 2022 schedule, there are so many exciting runs, chat. I hope you all do go to GamesDoneQuick.com to check out the schedule after tonight's programming, because y'all, there's so much to be excited for, and I am looking forward to watching more speedrunning for a fantastic cause.
I'm sitting here like, I would like my spin to, turn on. Yeah, at the end of the day, I think one of the things that makes me really like Mercy Kill is it reminds me how much fun I have playing these. Like, I'm sitting here like, oh, I want to go back.
Are you thinking about speedrunning this again, Dave? I usually ask this at the end, but sure, I'll get a mid-run reaction here.
You asked me, I asked if like, oh, hey, I got this to offer. I haven't played Hades in a while. And you're like, oh yeah, sure. And then immediately I ended that conversation. I like stopped it and I went, I really want to play Hades like right now. Like I was like, I just want to pick it up and start doing any percent runs. Did he have the wrong, oh, don't fall out, thank you. The Minotaur did a thing that I hate. He jumped out at the last second. That's bad.
No, you don't.
This is the other reason why I don't like the spear, because I'm very much a dash to win person, and you can't do that against Theseus as much if the spear.
See that full man?
Ugh. Alright, 2 Death Defiances going into Styx.
Can I get some?
I might have to play it a little safer on the dad. Also, we also have a final boon now, so I'm going to take the Palm Blossom, because that's very good in sticks, turns out.
I'm almost out of here.
But, you did not get Palm Blossom, so I won't tell you who gives it to you, but I will tell you that it lets you, every 5 chambers, you just get a free random boon upgrade.
What's with the air up here?
Uh-oh, Tevil is sticks ready? I'm not ready for clench number 2. I'm not prepared, chat. I'm not prepared for this.
Should check this way.
These are scary times, chat.
The spin's very good, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed.
Nice try. I can't.
So yeah, I'm poisoned, but if you noticed, they poisoned the antidote, so I just kind of worked through it.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah, I was like, that happens sometimes, I guess. But generally, if you see more of this room than like 2 seconds, it's a bad room. These should be like gone immediately, gone immediately.
No use.
Oh, this is the worst one to find. The tiny vermin. Okay, chat, you're getting your fool's money worth today. The tiny vermin stinks because the tiny vermin does this thing where it runs around the room and you have to try and guess where he's going to be and then throw Than up where you need to, and I should probably get rid of this poison. See? Like, there he goes. There's probably some, like, speedrunners for the spear that are like, oh my gosh, why is he using it this way?
I have to read this for YouTube because I know YouTube doesn't have chat. Chat says, Sky asked on how to keep your hands from hurting in this run earlier, but I'm more worried about our butts. Yeah, no kidding. That's 6 different intense clinches there. I feel that. Literally.
Critical effects dealing more damage against weak foes is probably better. I'm just going to take the free drink of antidote. That does nothing, and we're going to move on. And I'm going
I can use.
to early buy the heart because I don't feel confident. This one might die to dad. This one might die to dad. Man, poison. Can we stop? You know, it all came back to me. I think I'm supposed to take Athena for the dash for the spear so that you can dash through certain things. So this is going to be fun because all my timing is going to be wrong. Believe it or not, the Palm Blossom is not as OP as it sounds because levels have diminishing returns. Things that are more returns on damage are rarity, and also if you can get through without a call, you can... What's it called? You can then use the Hades call, and Hades call, when you're invisible, makes you do more damage. Also, when you do a grand call on him and you go, father, he goes, son? And it's just funny, and it's hilarious. And everybody loves it, so why wouldn't you want to use Hades? That's going to be the button because I'm going to take a lot of damage. All right.
I'm back. Cheers, mate.
Weak effects are longer, which means longer hate on them, or whatever it's called. The Hades one. Doom. It was one of the negative ones. Something that's negative sounding.
So how do you feel about where you are right now? You think you can do this one?
We'll see.
Oh, Dave, don't say that. You're supposed to be like, yeah, we can do this. You know, now I'm scared.
I do not give false promises. That would be nice. We can't afford it.
Heck.
I see a lot of people like fish, and I'm like, that's the other thing. If I lose this run at the end here, that will be the other thing I show you. The key to the ultimate fishing. I'll let y'all know it.
A special treat for Cerberus.
All right. Okay.
I'm not ready for this yet, Dave. No.
I'd say this is a cakewalk.
Everybody, hang on, chat.
I don't think I'll ever get accustomed to the breeze.
You know, if I do wish that I could just somehow get the better boss music in here, but ooh. Ooh, I forgot I took the dodge. That's what I took. That was pretty neat. I just kind of like blew up his thing. I keep getting very bad luck on these things, these little cube things, because that they don't. Any other ad I can just basically ignore, but those cubes I cannot. They are things that make him invulnerable, and it stinks. Oh, I timed that one badly. Oh, that's very bad. I'm gonna use this. Can you stop doing that, sir? Boy, he's doing a lot of these flamey skulls this round. Ugh, that's bad. Okay, we got to round 2.
Come on, get up.
That won't be working here.
Why won't he let me do my... What the... This is weird. I'm kind of confused because I think that it's not letting me use my last summon for some reason. And that's not supposed to happen. So
Keep going forward, Dave. You got this. Come on.
Oh, that was so mean. There was no wind up because he was stuck in an animation loop. So that happens sometimes. You'll get him down to his next thing and he will be stuck in whatever wind up he was going to do. So you don't see the wind up for the next thing as easily. Also, I'm not sure how, but this one went easier than my last one. Every other part of that run was trash. That fight, though, that was great.
GG, that is 2 out of 6. Congrats, Dave.
All right, one more and then break. And I will stay true to my promise and try to rival Frozen Flygon in Fancy. That's hard to say. Try to say that a lot. At home, you viewer right now, try to say match Frozen Flygon's Fancy 5 times fast.
Prince Zagreus proves utterly unable to get past this point.
I know you're doing it. I know you're having trouble with it. And don't worry, I do too. But I will try. I don't know how that run went as well as it did. I literally spent the whole time like my butt was clenched for that. The rest of you were like, oh yeah, he's got a Death Defiance left. I was sitting there like, how is this working? All right, this is the weapon that I know the least. Let's go with the shield.
All right, folks, we're going to pause the timer. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, y'all. Welcome back to Mercy Kill, everyone. We have fixed our technical issues and we are back here with Chocolate Dave running Hades. And yes, the timer has been adjusted. Everything should be good to go here. Errors have been fixed here. Real quick before we dive back into our content here, if you're watching on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick. If you're interested in looking at our live content starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. And as always, remember that your subs, gift subs, Prime Gaming subs, and bits help support our weekly hotfix content. Please consider supporting our daily content if you enjoy these hotfix shows. With that being said, Dave, welcome back. How are you doing?
Doing well. I have upped the fancy.
Yes. I'm gonna have to take a look, but why don't we dive right back into it? I'm excited to see more clears.
All right. We can get that started. I'm keeping my hands off the controller until then. I'm also looking slightly away so I don't see what the options are, although it's kind of hard. All right. We can go in 3, 2, 1. Go. Yes, that's actually very good. That's good for me because this shield does this. Also, hi chat. I don't know what happened. My internet decided no. You know, it does that. Not normally, but today's first time for everything. Like getting clears with the spear for once. So this Zeus shield is great because it does this thing where it just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. And what you want is this, the Thunder Flourish, because now my shield will spin and also shoot electricity. And yes, I am wearing more bow ties. I am wearing approximately 5 at the same time because I know that Frozen Flygon has a series of bows, and I told you I would be trying to rival and up the game, so now Frozen Flygon is guaranteed to wear at least 6 bows. You know, if they want, unless they want to forfeit, that's fine too. It's not a competition. Let's see. Can that special deals more damage? Sure, because we're a special build on this one. It's one of the very few times we do special builds.
Come on, internet, be nice, please.
Like,
The internet should not be able to carry a scythe. I'm the only one who carries a scythe here.
it's doing it again, huh? What's going on with the internet?
Yes.
Shall we?
Welcome back to Mercy Kill. I'm joined here by Chocolate Dave, and we are playing Hades tonight, and hopefully we can escape the ISP, as well as the speedrun itself. Dave, it's lovely to have you back.
Yes, hopefully for always and forever, and nothing else is going to go wrong.
Yeah, speaking of which, let's get right back into the action here, because as you all know, we do have never before seen after this, so let's get going.
And I want to see Mega Man Star Force 2, because I've never even heard of the game. It's never before been seen by me. So, we're going to do it in 3, 2, 1, go! All you missed was me killing a bunch of dudes, so not much. You can see me do that here, because we have Lightning Shield, and Lightning Shield is so good. Everybody loves a good Lightning Shield. We don't like getting punched by things, though. That's because I'm flustered.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
So shields are nice, but everyone forgets the basic property of the shield. The basic property of the shield is it's a shield. You can... Actually, I kind of want the Mind Dash for safety, but you can do a lot of cool stuff with the shield. For example, you can block things with the shield.
All right, you sneak.
I did that badly. The very first thing I did was get stabbed in the back, so don't be like me. Oh, I forgot the cast was a thing. Man, that one's hard to do with the shield, I find. I want to get the dash in, but Yeah, just everything dealing more damage, that's fine. Let's go this way. Oh, hey, look, a fish. We're not gonna catch you today. We will catch at least one fish, I promise. Because it would not be a Hades run on GDQ if the fish wasn't eating some of the time we have. Not that one.
Here's the fee.
Chance to dodge, I like. No. By the way, on a good rail run, see that timer in the top right corner that says 2:24? On a good rail run, I would be out of Tartarus by now. So back when I was practiced, that was the time I was getting. Let's see here. Yeah, more damage. We can't spend any more time.
What was that sound effect? I couldn't tell if you were clenching or not.
That was me like hemming and hawing. That was me going, and that is a thing I do apparently. Enough where my old coworkers used to make a sound where every time I would make that noise, they go, and like back at me. So I'm debating making that an emote, but I don't know how to spell that out. Splashy Dash. We're gonna take Splashy Dash. Why would I not take Splashy Dash? Apparently the audio is going weird too. Oof. Nothing seems to go right on this run, it seems like.
Oh, just an average day here at Mercy Kill, cursed speed runs and whatnot.
Yeah, and it's on my end too. I don't know why it's doing that.
Just remember, even at events, things can happen in terms of audio. And I want to give shout outs here to our Richard. Folks don't see all the work that goes into hotfix behind the scenes here. Richard and Ray, both of our techs, both of them do a wonderful job. So I just want to say thank you to tech. Y'all keep hotfix going, and we very much appreciate y'all. Thank you.
I'm finding all the things I wanted later. Ugh. Okay, it's fine. Who needs audio? Am I still cursed? Is that still a thing? I thought I was done being cursed. How is this still a thing? See? Use it as a shield. I told you, it's cheating. You have a shield.
This is going pretty fast so far.
That was a really nice shield. Also, everyone thank Richard. Richard does amazing work on everything. I personally like what he did with Hobbs's face during that one time, or Keys's face, I don't remember who, during that one episode of TFS with when there was someone else running for the other person.
That one time, there was quite a few things that have been done with Keys and Hobbs there.
TFS is why I started speedrunning.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Somebody's implying one of my bow ties is cursed. I resent that. These bow ties are fantastic. I have more. But you gotta start the standard. You gotta have places to go up, like any good anime antagonist. That's right, I'm the antagonist. That makes Frozen Flygon the protagonist. Someone wants to draw anime Frozen Flygon. This is your chance. If you were waiting for that excuse, you have it. Where is he? Oh my gosh, why is he just standing here?
Good enough to eat.
He was hiding! Can you believe that? The coward!
On this plane, always, it's a thing. Because of the lava, you end up taking so much damage looking for enemies that are probably hiding out in the lava somewhere.
By the way, I'm really jibing with this Thunder Shield right now. It's going pretty well. I normally never have this good positioning with it, but I guess maybe I just needed to stop playing the game for a little bit. That was a ding that meant a fish, but we're not taking it.
Steady now.
If you have another break, you should add 2 more bow ties. I mean, I think I can get them out of my car in that 2 minutes. This should tell you a lot about me as a person. I have emergency bow ties in my car in case that one of my bow ties gets, like, injured in the line of duty. We're having some snacks, but nothing too bad yet.
Anything I need.
Zeus. Wait. So this is the barge of death, and it's the worst room we could have gotten.
More coming then.
We're fine. I don't even know I'm making the noise. I got like 113 out of 125 health, so even for like not having a lot of bombs, this is absolutely fine. Also, the one skip. Yeet. Yes, hydraulic might is kind of what I was looking for there. Can never remember where these people are. Okay. Okay.
Right there.
All right, what do we got? What you got for me, Zeus? That's the one problem with ending on the... What was that? There's a right barge? Oops. Okay, that's fine.
Death approaches.
Death has come.
We were getting so lucky. So this is Than. Normally we use him as a helpful, friendly guy in the run, but when I'm doing this currently, I kind of dislike him because he is an RTA time sink. He has the ability, you can kind of use it where you try and go for other enemies while he's, you know, attacking one. But most of the time, it takes so long, it's just easier for you to just kill them faster than him.
Yeah, so I just want to remind folks, there were some folks in chat saying, hey, I want to get back into Hades. Just remember, you don't have to dive into the deep end, you know? The nice thing about this game is you can gradually make it more difficult, and you can develop your own goals, and there is a variety of categories for this, or you can make up your own. So feel free to pick this up as a speed run. I hear there's a lot of different ways to play it. I definitely would encourage it.
Oh yeah, there's tons of different ways to play it. For example, I actually have one where what I was going to do is I quite literally was going to just have a wheel spinner online and just spin it for each one of the different Pact of Punishment stuff that's on there. And whatever it lands on, that's the run I'm doing, no matter how annoying or hard it is. And it was just fun. It was just extremely fun.
Learning, hiss once if you think you're going to lose.
So this is learning.
So, before I forget, and before we get into butt clench territory, so to speak, Dave, what do you do on your stream? What are the typical times that you stream, and what else do you play besides Hades? We want to know more about you.
It's more of a what don't I play besides Hades. I'm a very big fan of making myself have pain. And by that I mean, I am currently, before work got in the way, it should be probably back up closer towards the summer though, I was playing through La Milana for the first time. And if you don't know La Milana, you have a chance to learn what it looks like in a randomizer coming up on, I think, Game Masters? Or is it What's Faster that's doing it?
Oh, are you talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories versus La Milana randomizer?
Yeah, I hear two very cool people are doing that. Do you know who's running those games, out of curiosity?
Yeah, myself and Author Blues are doing that. So Author Blues is going to be doing Llama Lana Randomizer, and I am going to be doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories 15 card. Why? Because the thing in common between the two is they are very cursed games, we'll say, so to speak. So you'll get to see two cursed games go at it. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And I believe our show date for that is Friday the 27th for What's Faster. So y'all are definitely in for a treat once we do that. But I was trying to talk about you, Dave. Trying to talk about you and your stream. This is your time.
I haven't had time as much to stream. I'm going to be getting back to it this summer, just the way my job works. Which probably gives away a lot about what my job is I'm not going to have much run time for the summer. But what I do have coming up, and this is a planned thing coming up, I'm going to do one casual playthrough of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze at some point, and then July is going to be basically my month of Trop Not Stopping. I'm going to take a game I've never played in my life, which is Tropical Freeze, play it, speed run it every single day, and see how much my time can improve from the first day, essentially. So if you've ever wondered, like, man, first step is great, but I wonder what would happen after the first step. Well, this is your chance to see the next process afterwards. The finding of runs, the how are we going to actually get past this part of the game? Is there a way I can make this more efficient? And practice. So if you're a fan of watching speedruns develop in real time, swing on by in July. It'll be a pretty cool thing. I hope. Or don't. I'm not your dad.
This shield's about to get a whole lot stronger.
We actually don't want them to knock away because we have Splashy Dash anyway. I did literally say I teach history earlier, didn't I? So it's not really a secret anymore. Oh well.
It's a secret to everyone.
Whatever, I like my job. Never mind the fact that I had a channel point reward that was history facts on my channel.
There's a lot of speedrunners who teach to some capacity or have taught to some capacity at some point.
Yeah, I'm learning that a lot, which is really funny because my students get very, they kind of give me like noises when I'm like, yeah, I have like 1,000 games on my Steam thing, and they're like, you play on Steam? I'm like, yes, I'm on everything. Ooh, free room. We haven't gotten a free room this whole game. I kind of want that, but no, we want better boons. We'll just take the straight movement boost because that is speed.
But yeah, that's something we have in common. While I didn't teach history, I taught freshman composition at one point in college. So,
teaching in college. Whew, I cannot imagine that one.
It's not that bad.
I'm remembering me in college. I was that bad, so that's why I'm putting it out there. That This run is very blessed, by the way. I don't think I've ever had this good of a shield run. We've got Patty, we've got good extra things going on. We got Cyclops Jerky. It's pretty good. I'm liking it. You have to take the shop room. The shop room's always faster. But yes, you actually are getting bonus bow ties, by the way. Because normally bow ties are only for Monday. Bow tie Monday.
Why Monday?
It's bow tie Monday. You have to have them on bow tie Monday. All right. That's the other good thing about this shield is these little flame wheel dudes, you have it trailing behind you and then they chase you and it does this. Okay, it needs to go faster.
I agree with Chad here. Someone said, as a college prof, I can't imagine teaching anyone younger. Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Here's how this actually went. I knew exactly which grades I wanted to teach, and I guess we're doing late game chaos. I knew exactly who I wanted to teach. I knew exactly what subject I wanted to teach. How I've gotten here has been way different than I imagined, but hey, I love it, and I would never imagine myself doing anything different. 2 times from behind, nope, none of those.
What else is there?
Perfect. Well, that's actually not perfect. We really wanted something better, but we'll take that.
Let's see what happens.
And we're going into the boss slow.
In the name of Hades.
This was not my best choice. What else you
To
got?
be ungrateful here.
Larger area. Let's just take that one. So, Now you see them, now you don't. Boink. Alright. I do love the fact that I can just kind of... Like, I can just kind of press a button and then not worry about Thanatos anymore. See what I mean? Not even a single attack from Thanatos there. And he's gone. By the time chat catches up to me, I will have already been gone and moving on. Let's see. Perfect. This is a really good run. This might be PB Shield for me.
So it's like a mini PB, not a category PB per se.
Not a category PB. The category is ranked by any heat for the individual weapon runs. And those are marked by the top right timer.
This one, I guess.
And what that means is I've not done a very good run with Shield ever in my life. Because good PBs tend to be like closer to the 5-minute mark. Right? And less the 10 or 11. For example, I was really proud of myself when I got sub 8 in this game on IGT, and then I looked on the leaderboard and I realized that people had taken that benchmark and pushed it way out, and they are so impressive. They're down to like the 4 minutes, the 3 minutes, but I didn't care. I got my under PB, my under 8 PB, and then the game released for real, and so now everyone's PB had to be reset. But still. Do I already have the other one? We'll just make my effects more potent.
My heart is full.
Is this a modded version of the run? No, this is not a modded version of the run. If it was modded, it would say modded version in the top right corner. Runners are very transparent about when they're using a mod, which means that we can get 2-sack, 3-sack, any of them. We can be here in all 5 chambers. We could be here through 2 chambers. We don't know. I figured it was more fun for Mercy Kill if there's just an extra little bit of danger involved, because everyone loves danger.
Oh, always.
I like making Sky worry, and so that is my personal incentive to add more danger to the run.
Hey, I never said making me nervous was okay.
You definitely were like, oh, you should make sure the timer is close. And that was you. You said don't make the timer too big, and then when I was on the day of it, you're like, you sure you don't want it to be bigger?
Cerberus can never get enough of this stuff.
So, I mean, making you nervous is a bonus.
Try this way.
No, as much as I bust on Sky a little bit, Sky is a fantastic person and showrunner. One of the friendliest people I've ever met.
I appreciate that.
All right. So remember the spear rooms that we're going through, and they were taking like forever? Compare that to Shield that has very big AoE and shoots lightning, and the lightning zaps onto other people. It's like a night and day. You just straight through it.
No use.
Nope. What I'm looking for in the pots are, I am looking for, all right, this is one of the bad rooms. I am looking for the ability to have extra damage from like X number of chambers. Because if I get that extra damage and then I go to Hades, the temporary damage boost goes through the last final bite. So getting that just before fighting your dad means that you get extra dad fighting power. And we all need all that we can get for that.
I have to admit, when I first got to this segment, I didn't know how to heal poison, like casually, you know?
Yeah, it's not as intuitive as it could be. It's one of the very, very, very small nitpicks of the game, but it is a... Did I already get the sack and I'm just going through extra tunnels? Wait a minute, did I actually get the sack and... I did get the sack! What am I doing? I wasn't paying attention!
Yeah! I wasn't gonna backseat you. I was not gonna backseat you. I was wondering how when you would notice that.
This is karmic punishment for me making jokes towards Sky, and so now I'm injured and I'm gonna be going into dad for no reason.
No use.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, that's super funny. I think that's hilarious.
I mean, I'm not judging. Like, I am not judging, but your next run, you better keep an eye out for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't worry. The next couple of runs are like the good weapons. Where am I at on time anyway? I actually don't know the timer.
I am, now this is counting up, mind you, not counting down like what we have on our thing. Counting up, it is 1 hour, 20 minutes.
It's gonna be close.
As long as you don't go through all the extra rooms again, Dave, I'm sure you're gonna be just fine.
I don't have a choice on the other extra rooms. This one was entirely my choice, and that's on me for doing that. Can this one rat die, please? Thank you.
Dave's just trying to make it interesting, chat. Don't let Dave knows completely what's going on. This is some kind of RNG manip or some kind of making it interesting, all right?
Yeah, I really wanted it so that when I re-rolled this specific boon, that I got extra slam damage from barricades. That's what I was going for, even though you can't move dad into barricades. So yeah, this was gonna be an easy dad fight, but now it's 2 death defy as hell. So we'll see. I gotta tell you, I've never made that kind of mistake on any of my runs.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be mercy kill if something silly like that didn't happen, yeah? Like, there has to be something. Like, there are things that are certain, you know, we talk about, you know, in terms of Hades and the other world, death, and we also have taxes. Well, the other things, if that were to extend out to GDQ things, we would also have forgetting things and tech issues, right? Like, that's part of the experience, you know?
Right? You're getting the full mercy kill experience because I legitimately just grabbed the free room, grabbed the health up. I was too busy making jokes and I missed the exit. So, for the person that said that the tech break was splicing runs, did we do a good job?
I'm hoping Dave doesn't make me clinch here, chat.
No promises, because we're about to go down to our last 2 lives on this. Plus, these guys do like crazy amounts of stuff. Ow. All right. I think I can, yep. I was like, I think I can get him down. But we're gonna do the thing I want to do 3 times now.
You truly dare.
So is he, you see that health gone?
I'm like, oh my gosh, really? It looks like there's a race between the gray bar and the red bar.
Right? Yeah, we're gonna take the death defiance, but we're fine.
Oh no.
All right, 3 down.
I lost it.
I am playing on controller, not keyboard and mouse. I'm playing on a PS5 controller.
Escape.
Yo, by the way, congrats, Dave. That's number 3 of 6. Let's go.
Okay. That was not my PB. My PB was 2 minutes faster, so there's good news on that.
After defeating his lord father yet again, Prince Zagreus
Yep,
begins.
so this time we have died from the common cold.
And as is well known, there's
These
sadly
also
no cure for
affect
such
your
disease.
run, because you're shorter ones and there are longer ones. By the way, you can dash out of the pool if you're in a hurry. Hi, Orpheus. Nice song.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be close, but I have firm belief that Dave can finish this on time.
That makes one of us in the call that has firm belief that Dave can finish this on time.
I'm
All
sure
right.
Richard has firm belief too.
Time
All
to
right,
break out
all right,
again.
all right, all right, all right. We want Zeus for special. We want Zeus for special on Bo.
Uncle Zeus.
By the way, Dave, speaking of firm belief, when's Pears in Grey Witch?
After La Mulana, but before the Pepsi Man, okay?
Okay.
No way.
I will find the time between there for to determine to go forward, I promise. So this bow is fantastic for things like shared damage because you want to use your special a lot with it. For anyone who's never gotten this bow, it's a secret bow, so spoilers. That little symbol over their head means that all damage is split between the people. If they get hit by this move, they're splitting a percentage of the damage. At full upgrading, I think they're taking half of all damage that's given to other people, so you just hit them with a bunch of it and then shoot all of them at once, and it just keeps copying it. I'll take Drunken Dash on that, that's fine.
Now remember, if you are enjoying Dave's antics, and I very much am right now, please be sure to follow Dave, especially if you're watching on YouTube here and you don't have Twitch chat. That is twitch.tv/ChocolateDave, all one word. Please be sure to give Dave a follow. You know, we have cool bow ties, we have Hades, we have iffy choices in video games between Bears and Grey Witch and La Mulana, but you know what? That's half the fun, right?
It can't be that bad. I play Hades, and Hades is a fantastic game and should have won Game of the Year. I'm not bitter about it.
I love Hades. No, I was talking more about La Mulana, because you know how that'd be.
La Mulana, here's the best part. I started it, and then work got really crazy, so I never got past very much the start, and I lost my notebook, and I literally looked at it as one of those games where you have to have a notebook for it, and you go, I went, well, I guess I gotta start from the beginning again now.
I gotta know this, chat. Have you ever written something down, like notes for a game, and you go to look back at it, and let's say you hand wrote those notes and you can't read your own handwriting? I have done that more times than I can count. Just in general. Or if I do type it out, I have no idea what my shortcuts mean. You know, like I try to make shortcuts in language and I'm like, what was I saying here? Is that a 5 or an 8? And I have to be careful when I take notes because I try to do too much shorthand and my handwriting is not the best, honestly.
Okay.
That happens a lot.
So we found one of the two things that I definitely needed. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but we have triple shot, which with this thing where everyone shares damage, the triple shot means that our standard shot now goes in 3 directions, which means you can hit 3 different things, and all 3 of those things will get shared to whoever got hit with your special, effectively giving you a chance for 150% shared damage on them. So, good stuff. I'm actually going to take this one.
As a goddess.
But in relation to finding notes, I did find a shorthand for my one of my favorite games, called Classic Legend of Legaia, and in my notes for how to beat one of the more complicated bosses, I literally wrote, have the character use that one move they always use.
I'll just
I couldn't remember what the one move that they always used was, though. I later figured out it was one that immediately charms the enemy and lets you, just for one of the ads in the fight, and I was using it for farming, but still, I was like, just at the time, I could not remember it. Let's get dangerous.
I don't see Darkwing Duck anywhere.
Darkwing Duck.
Sorry, that was a bad joke.
It was a great joke, and I love it.
I have to get the obligatory boos from chat. Like, this is necessary once per every show. I always get boos, and I'm proud of those boos. So, bring them on.
I thought you were just tempting me to play duck noises.
Oh no.
I was like, I thought this was just a thing. I think Richard would actually just cut the stream and be like, all right, it's time for Never Before Seen if I do that.
Yeah, you get Mercy killed and then Never Before Seen will come on, yeah.
It's just, oh, you didn't make it. I set the timer to 0. Goodbye.
Well, yeah. So we're talking about still the handwriting thing in chat, which is great. I love reading everybody's experiences with handwriting. Yeah, speaking of teaching, I would go to write stuff on dry erase boards, and I would have to rewrite things because, again, it's not the student's fault. It was my fault. Like, my handwriting was just terrible. I'm glad typing's a thing. Thank you for your booze, chat. That's very heartfelt. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you for the ducks, chat. It's very important to have ducks. Oh, this is actually going very bad for me. I was laughing so hard, by the way, I accidentally clicked the wrong item.
Oh, please don't do. Okay. So I can't make Dave laugh, chat. This is bad. I want Dave to succeed here.
No, more jokes, more fun.
Oh yeah, well, that's what this is about, you know. It's about having a good time. Yes, it's fun to beat the timer, but this show's all about having a good time, talking about the runners, talking about random stuff sometimes, you know.
Oh.
It is hard to write on vertical surfaces. Yes, that is something that's wrong with teaching. Or okay, I'm gonna date myself horribly here, y'all. You ever remember like the overheads?
Yeah.
So what happened was you had like that like little film you had to write on with what erase markers, I want to say, and I just, no matter how much I tried to write clearly on that, you'd have like the fan like blowing hot air in your face, and it would just be like, oh my gosh, please just come out properly. And then I had to get the eraser and wipe it, but then everything gets smeared. Again, this was a process from back in the day, and I just always got nervous to write on those.
Anyway, bye, Tiss. That was Tiffany. So far, we've seen, I think, every single one of the Fury sisters. We're 3 for 3 on them.
Yeah,
so,
nice.
Also, apparently I just lacked confidence with these. I don't know what's going on. I shouldn't be getting items. Is this the wrong file? What do I have right now?
Which one?
I guess Palm Blossom for the rest. We're gonna have very, very leveled boons. We're not fishing.
Up we go.
Fishing? Nobody's got time for that in Hades.
I have to fish at least once. That's why I'm keeping an eye on the timer, because I need to account for fishing in my run somewhere. Wow. It's a rule. You can't go on GDQ with Hades and not go fishing. You all remember it from GDQ, I want to say it was SGDQ 2020? I think it was the first virtual one. Where they had Hades on, and it was a Hades race, and every single time there was a fish, they stopped to fish.
That's awesome.
It was awesome, and ever since then, anytime Hades has been on, people have stopped to fish, and Mercy Kill should be no exception. You have to honor.
I'm just saying, Dave, you know you're on a tight timer as it is. If you miss it by 5 seconds, I'm blaming the fish.
Something else.
You know what? You can blame the fish, but that's part of life. I'm gonna take the dodge chance because I'm a weenie.
No, that's because that's your preference. There's nothing wrong with that. Remember that.
How on earth do I see Broccoli Babe in every single run? You know what? We're gonna upgrade the next 2 boons to the next rarity because something's gonna be better. And we have 2 heroic boons now. We have heroic special, which is fantastic, and we have this is heroic. Heroic is extremely good because heroic means that now all of a sudden they're doing pretty good damage, and with the Palm Blossom on there, we're going to be getting a lot of levels on it.
Come get shot.
I could never get down the art of fishing in this game. I would always like mess it up. You know, I'd withdraw the rod too soon, or it would be too long and the fish wouldn't get hooked on my. It was just it's terrible.
The key for me to fishing is to ignore the sound entirely. I would put my finger over the bobber and wait for it to flash over my finger. And when the big flash comes up, then you can fish. It's like, there's a fish, and every single time I would get the best catch. It's actually become a problem because there's one catch I haven't gotten. It's the very common catch.
I love the music on this boat, by the way. It's like like hard rock. It's so good.
Darren Korb, who is he's the music guy for all of Supergiant games, essentially. Like, if there's a Supergiant game, it is Darren Korb. He voices Zagreus, voices Skelly, and does all the music.
Wow.
Yeah, he's insane. You know what? We're actually gonna take a different call this time. I'm gonna take Artemis's call because it's very, very easy. And oh, another free room. Good for RTA.
Vitality.
But I met him in person at PAX very briefly because he was, it was Darren Korb. Everyone wants to talk to Darren Korb. And he is one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. He's just so chill. So if you ever get a chance to meet Darren Korb, shake his hand or something. Tell him I said hi.
I didn't get a chance to meet Darren Korb, but I will tell you who I did get a chance to meet. The guy who voices Yugi, Dan Green, I got a chance to meet him, and also the person who voices Tristan from Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. Oh my gosh, it was so fun meeting both of them.
I don't think I could meet them in good conscience because I would just keep asking them, can you say the pot of green line again? Oh, no. Just for me, please.
Yeah, I met Dan Green at the World Championship in 2011. That was a long time ago, but yeah, they were doing like voiceovers and stuff for the tournament. It was so cool to meet them.
That actually would be really cool to have them being commented like it was, a Yu-Gi-Oh! TV show commenting it.
Yeah, honestly, like I was hearing their anime voices like the whole time, even though they weren't talking, like they weren't like in character. It was just they were talking, and my mind was just like, oh my gosh, it was cool.
So this is, I think, where the Rama bow works best is on this boss because you just hit every head with the Rama thing, and they share all the damage. And then notice how the one on the right blew up, and I was attacking the one on the left.
Yeah, this is the boss where if I blink, the boss just dies.
Yeah, he is one of the easier bosses to get, but if you get all of these on there, and then you do that, and 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 then they're gone. The right side is pretty much dead, almost.
Wow.
Because you just use the cast over and over again, and you don't have to wait for a greater call all the time. Sometimes it's better to actually use your call early with the little button so that it keeps pinging everything else. If you wait until like you have a greater call, you're at the end of the fight. I've already got Than, so that's just wasted damage potential. Rama makes it easy because the shared damage potential just goes to everything in the room. Actually, we're gonna keep the Palm Blossom the rest of the run, it looks like.
Enough of this place.
A good runner, you will see the icons, and that's it. They will have already clicked it. It'll be like, whoop, whoop, gone. I am always impressed by how the leaderboard keeps changing hands on it. With my personal favorite being the fact that every weapon has been in first place at some point. So there's strats for every single weapon now because so many people were like, no, this has got to be the right one. So we had cluster.
You could have a record at some point, Dave. Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Oh yeah, if I had the time and dedication and effort and put in the time and work, absolutely, I could probably maybe one day get there. But there's a lot of good competition out there, I'll tell you that. All right, so here's the thing I was looking for.
Quite the bow.
If you don't like bow, triple shot and explosive shot. My bow is now a close range explosion machine, but all three of those explosions are now going to proc on the same enemy with extra damage, which makes it so that if I share damage on something, it is now taking 3 times the damage. Guaranteed. All 3 are going to hit now, and one enemy will take guaranteed 3 damage. All right. We got you nerds again. If you can't tell from the way I'm playing the bow by making it as close as possible, I am more of a close range player. I very much enjoy close range weapons. So anything that makes my weapon into a close range weapon, I'm all for it.
Olympus, I accept this message.
That's the one that I wanted to pick earlier and missed. We go to the shop because the shop is always fast. Okay.
Let's see what else.
Deflecting attacks deals more damage. That's actually very good.
Thank you, mate.
Fresh Files Best category fight you. I'm not going to because it's a preference. Personally, I like IGT modless. Also, Blur Fireball is dead. And also, I can't talk. That was a mini boss, by the way. Like I said, the runs are just going to get progressively faster from this point on because these are the weapons I started to be more practiced with. I was mostly, my top 3 weapons were sword, fists, and rail, and those were my 3 weapon runs that I did a handful of. I never submitted them to the leaderboard, but like I was just, you know, trying to get the time down to one I liked before I submitted it, and then it got away from me. But the rail is my number 1. And if you've never seen somebody who likes the rail do a run, you're in for a treat. Or watching me be very frustrated. 2 free runs. What's going on?
Palm down.
Okay. Speedy Boy. Oh, come on. That was a really bad room. Attack is faster. We're going to just take it to the attack is faster. This isn't a dash build. Normally you take the shot, but again, this is just before champ, and we can't really afford anything, so we're going to take the boon.
In exchange.
Critical damage. We don't want to exchange our other curse.
Try it. Damn, help. I need a hand. I guess they're testing me.
Come on. Okay, one done. I'm realizing I'm getting my intense face on, which is now where I'm actually like starting to get serious about a weapon.
No, I mean, again, you're talking to someone who also has an intense face whenever I speedrun. I get it. It's like what I tell folks before, you know, some folks are like, why don't you smile more when you speedrun? I'm like, I'm so focused. Do you expect me to have just this big glaring smile while I'm trying to be focused? No way.
Why don't you smile more when you speedrun? Have you ever done a speedrun? You don't smile during those. You get halfway through and you go, reset.
Just imagine someone just like, you know, just glaring smiling the whole time. It'd be impressive. I try to keep like a soft face, but I always end up getting like I look like I'm mad at something, you know?
Here's the thing, and anyone who's ever seen my all weapons runs or my 3 weapon runs know this. I put the rail at the end of all of my 3 weapon runs because if I put the rail at the start, I reset every 20 seconds and we never see a run. Because there's a very specific combo that I have to say. Like, I have to see it. If I don't see it, run's over. Restart. And I guarantee you it won't show up today, so it's probably not going to be a PB.
That's the most gigantic vermin I've ever seen.
Aside from the last gigantic vermin we saw, Zag, come on. This is one of the rare instances that I actually wish there were more things for me to shoot at because Rama makes it so that the shared damage, if there's more enemies clustered together, it's just gonna come together extremely quickly. We kind of want this, Billowing Strength, because can fire off little calls and get 15 seconds of strength, which is very nice.
Passageways. Should check this.
That's the other thing, the starting advice. If you ever had wanted to get into this run and you didn't know what some starting advice was, what some easy thing you can do to make your runs go better, Use your calls. There are so many times people sit there waiting for grand call, and you're not going to get it on every single room. Some rooms it's just not going to happen. So when you have a little room and you have calls, throw them at them. Just get rid of them. You know, a little extra damage output might kill that thing that could kill you later. Yeah, this isn't the fresh save file. No, it is not. This is all weapons, and all weapons is strongly recommended. You don't try and do a fresh save file. You will be there for a bit, waiting to get all those weapons, because there's a certain number of clears you have to do, and I'm not going to forget it. I am not going to forget it this time. We are actually going to go through the door and go fight Hades.
Gigantic.
Sky did not distract me this time.
I owe you one, boy.
I'm trying not to. This is difficult as it is.
I'm joking. Please be distraction. It's fine. It's good for my stress levels to not be
I'm
stressed.
just glad how it says Cerberus vanquished and it says not really, because Cerberus is such a cute dog.
Yeah, it's like Cerberus disappeared, and then it says in parentheses to go have a snack. Whoop. This is one of those bosses where it's like, you know it's coming, but like you're still like on like you're still like, oh, I can't believe this, because it takes so long to get there the first time. And then like later speedrunners are just like, yeah, we're here.
My name. I order all you wretches of the underworld to attend to me now. Prepare.
So remember that thing about the call giving more damage? All throughout that phase, I was doing a little call, just to give that extra boost. And we're done with phase 1. We're gonna be 2 minutes faster than our last PB, it looks like, just about. Or not Pat PB, our last run. I desperately want a new PB. I don't know if you can tell.
Well, if you don't get it tonight, you should try to run this again. I'm sure folks would be interested in watching your channel, which is at twitch.tv/chocolatedave.
If I get a PB tonight, I would be super hilariously impressed on just the any percent, not for the full run. I know that's not happening, but if I kind of want to get back to running any percent again on this. Because you might be able to see it in a flash here. My any percent PB for my rail is 8 minutes and 49 seconds, and I would love to get that sub 8.
Not yet.
Oh, right.
So
Yo, GG on that, by the way. You made the bow look so easy. I remember trying the bow, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
know how that
Well done.
It's about finding what works. For me, it's all make it as close range as possible. But I'm sure there's more efficient ways. I think people really like the one where you load your cast into it, so then it goes out and explodes.
Thank you, everyone. You're too kind.
But I just couldn't get around it. I liked Rama. So next is the two weapons that are next are the fun weapons. These are the gloves with the cutter. And for the gloves, I do want Athena Dash, because it's very important for getting close, and I'm trying to go for something called Merciful End. This is the one I do remember. In order to get Merciful End, you need Athena and you need Ares.
There's Athena.
I need a dash. Please give me a dash.
Anything else?
Okay, that's fine. It's a common. I used to be a big stickler for we don't take commons, but for the dash, the only thing the dash needs to do is be for protecting and getting in close.
Hear me.
We won't see the benefit of these fists for a second. There's my curse exposed. And now we just need Ares.
All right, who's next?
Now, this is, by the way, what we like to call wishful thinking. the chances of us getting Merciful End on our first go, unlikely, to be honest. You never want Heavy Knuckle. It's very bad for what it is. The Fist's greatest power lies in their ability to stun. And if you take Heavy Knuckle, your stun ability goes down drastically. Numbskull rooms are bad. Okay.
Not now.
What heat does this run usually play at? I do about a 9 heat, which gives you the fastest amount of people coming into the room. 2 heat or 2. I never remember what the actual heat numbers for everything is, but 2 instances of extreme measures to get the better Lurny. Because the alternate field for Lurny actually makes him easier to fight because all of his heads are in one spot. We want tight deadline because it gets rid of the alarm loons. I'm sure none of you have heard Hades show up and say, "I've got you now," or something, and that's because of tight deadline in the bottom left corner there.
I see.
And we want, I think that's all you really need for the most part. I might put a couple extra ones on for fun later, but like, the best part is once you start getting good at speedruns, the earliest tight deadline is like a cakewalk. You can just put as many as you want on there and get a couple free elixirs and stuff, which is nice. My boon situation could be better.
Might as well.
This is actually very, very bad.
So, just overall, Dave, would you say you're in more of your comfort zone now that we're approaching the last 2 weapons?
Oh, absolutely. These are like my wheelhouse. We like dash strikes.
No use.
The Twin Fists is
Hello, sir.
such a fun weapon.
Baldy, appreciate glad you made it.
Boldy does appreciate it. Also, we've not skipped giving Boldy a nectar either, so, you know. How many of you, okay. Actually, no, I don't know if I can do that, but how many of you in chat would give Boldy the nectar, and how many of you would let Boldy stay sad and not be Boldy's friend? Be honest here.
I would make sure that my fellow Reaper and Zeus would be fully happy first, and then I would help out Boldy.
No, Boldy comes first. You gotta help Boldy.
Blessing.
You gotta help that big, beautiful rock. The Bolda of Destiny, if you will. For any Zooter fans out there. One other thing, did I mention? Actually, you know, I may have said it already, but yeah, there's people who come in. If the first step for heat management that you want to do is you want to get the one where it makes enemies attack faster, because the spawn-in animation is classified as an attack animation. So when you get the attack faster, all of a sudden now enemies come in quicker, which helps you clear rooms faster. I don't really want any of these. We'll take Heaven's Vengeance and a heart because this is gonna hurt.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
All right. I might take the shackle for once. That's never been a thing I've ever done in a run, but I might take the shackle. I'm debating it. That was bad. Okay. My favorite part of defeating Tisiphone is if you listen very, very closely, there's a little squeak at the end.
Been lifted.
Also, now that that curse is over, all our dash strikes are doing mondo damage. I'm talking crazy big damage.
My me, father. My keepsakes. My help.
Yup. By the way, chat, just know I see all of your boulder puns and I appreciate them so much.
Oh, it would not be an episode of
He's
Mercy Kill
pretty
without puns.
sedimentary. I saw that one. I visibly hurt from reading it, and that's how you know it's a good pun. Thank you for that one. I see you. Okay. Oh yeah, I have the dash. That's the other reason why, is when you're fighting somebody and something comes at you, you can just dash towards them and they take the damage. All right, faster attack, faster attack. You know what? We'll gamble. We are now Newman. These boys are the worst boys. If you've ever played a run of Hades, you've probably seen the Wave Makers, and you probably know that trying to nail them down for 2 seconds if they have armor is the worst scenario you can try to have to do. Because they just want to be far away from you. Like me at a family get-together. I want to be alone, please. So, they will try their best to be on the other side of the room from you, and you have to hunt them down and chase them. Come on, it's just one family photo. We just want you there for a little bit. And then you give them a hug, and by that I mean you punch them until they stop being around. Let's see. Nothing good at the shop. And no chance to fight Charon. And this is the other reason why you take the dash. Because of the Witch's Circle, which stinks and is awful. And all my homies hate the Witch's Circle. But it's fine, it's over now.
It's no use.
I've really been enjoying this, by the way, Dave, and learning a ton about Hades. So thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, if you're looking at this and saying, that's gonna really hurt my hands, you don't have to do the Twitch reflex mashing around the room, dashes and dodges that you see on screen today. Start off by just picking a weapon and seeing how fast you can go without doing any of that extra stuff. You know, just see how far you can do in your level. Try and beat that one thing that you're doing, because that's quite literally how I started off. And if you have any questions, ask the community. How?
They're both here.
Thought we'd mix up our
5 for 5.
Bye now.
Take it easy.
5 for 5 broccoli babes. I feel very blessed, chat. I feel extremely blessed. That's not the one we want. I would rather have it on special. Do we have one for special?
Got anything else?
Can I see it for special? All right, well, we got a better, stronger attack, and that's fine. We'll make do.
Let's get out of here.
We'll make do. Oh, let me just adjust for this one.
Some other time, Bernie, as I'm in a bit of a rush.
Okay. See, even Zag knows we're on a speed run. He even said, I'm on a bit of rush. By the way, Cutter does that. You basically punch until you turn blue, and then once you turn blue, you press Y, and the thing stops being there. For example, I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna go wham, and he's gone. Actually wanted him to hit me there because that gets the second curse status on there. Learning can be a little dangerous if you're still not paying attention. Like, all the bosses have the potential to do some bad things to your run.
I'll take care of it.
But for the most part, if you get to the end and you have Thand, it's pretty much over. Oh, there was a fish. Oops. That would have been the perfect time to do it.
Unconscious boy. That Hydra had a family.
Try another one, maybe.
All right. What am I looking for? Because I'm very boon-light. I'm looking for Aphrodite? Aphrodite would be very nice. I want money, though. I'm looking for... Since that Ares, the Merciful End, is not coming together, it looks like. By the way, with a dash and a strike on this, there's pretty much no way these little dudes can actually hurt you. You just punch them and it deflects away the explosion. See?
Farewell.
Let's see. Dash strikes deal 900 damage to armor. That is a room clearer. We are taking that. Armor is that yellow bar that prevents them from flinching, but by doing 900 damage on a dash strike that's already been upgraded by Chaos to do plus 75% means I'm doing 975% damage on a dash strike. Which is, I guess, a lot if you're a fan of numbers. For me, I just see it as if they have armor. No, they don't. Press this button to not have armor. You punch them so hard, the armor stops existing in the game code. It just was like this. I mean, it was never armored.
Not yet.
Nope. Oh, that's bad. There will be at least one fish. Don't worry. I promise. Also, if you're ever in a Trial of the Gods and Athena is one of them, please, please, please pick Athena. Because she will make enemies invincible periodically, and that slows down things so much. Better to just take the damage on the chin. But yeah, see what I mean with the armor? It's gone. Oh, the armor's gone. Like, that was the cutter that did half of an armor damage, and you just instead just dash into him and then boom. Let's see. Oh, now you want to show up. Great. We'll take it. Fine.
Mother of all soul catchers.
By the way, now you see it. And hold on. Not my fastest one, to be honest. Normally I can get that down before any of these guys spawn, or at the very least do better management on them. So that's something I gotta relearn how to do. But I will.
I have a question for you. Have you ever done any sort of like meme run where you just try to make the most meme build you can?
I have not done one yet, but I think the runner named Halion has done one where it's you can only pick retaliation booms, which means you only can inflict damage by if you take damage, the enemy takes damage. And he beat Hades doing that by doing absolutely nothing. He let Hades hit him until Hades died. Which was such a joy to hear. I still haven't gotten around to watching it, but like it's up there on the things I need to go and see some point. I figure that I'm already doing the meme run by not using the mod loader.
Gods grant me strength.
It is unfortunately that much of a boost to, well, not unfortunately, it's very, very helpful for quality of life and consistency of runs, but it is so much of a boon that if you run without mod loader, you look foolish. I am the fool. Do. We want to get rid of you. And that room's done.
What do we have here?
I'm definitely actually feeling a lot of the muscle memory coming back, which is actually
Awesome.
very interesting. I never expected that to come back so quick. Let's see here. I didn't even have to do anything. He just ran into the trap. Oh. No, don't go over there. Don't go over there. Oh my gosh. This is what I mean when I say sometimes floating enemies just don't cooperate. It spawned one person with a shield on the other side. Okay. There's Merciful End. That's not what we want, but we could do some very fun stuff if it was on our attack, because basically every time we dash then we do damage. And that's the stack we want. So maybe I'm going to switch up what I'm doing. I think I'm going to switch up my my tech a little bit. You see me doing a lot of punching. Well, now you're going to see me doing a lot of cutters, so uppercuts. Dan comes in. Shoot this out. Punch. This doesn't seem to be working. Well, Theseus is dead. Ooh, that was a fancy one. Also, over there's the supportive shade.
That's all for today's show.
Everyone say hi to the supportive shade. He's the one with your banner on it.
I suppose that I shall be seen here quite soon.
Cut through Elysium.
What am I doing on time?
Let's take a look here. I am showing that you have 35 minutes left. Well, actually now more like 34.
Okay, it's definitely doable if everything goes well. I think actually I should be pretty good on time. I might not have needed that extra 10. I maybe psyched myself out.
Can't do that.
I'm seeing the folks come in clapping for the supportive shade. You better see some claps for the supportive shade. I can't talk today. Who's better, supportive shade or Boldy? Boldy takes a while to warm up to you, but supportive shade has always been there for me no matter what. Even when I was losing to Asterius, supportive shade was there. So I'm gonna go with supportive shade. Like, it's a tough call, but he was there. By the way, if you have a deflecting attack, you just blow him up with his own stuff if you get him in a corner. In case nobody knew that one. All right, Chamber 2. By the way, I love my favorite thing about, I think my favorite thing about this is Supergiant spend all this time making these lovable casts of interesting characters and beautiful backgrounds, and of course all the players fell in love with the boulder that doesn't talk, the supportive shade who doesn't talk, and the cook who doesn't chalk. Those are the three favorite characters of every single person. They're like, yeah, Zag is cool and has some catchy voice lines, but man, that chef, when he throws the radish in the air and cuts it out of the air, he's awesome. Two sack.
Just the foul sack I need.
That's Cerberus.
Okay.
Business.
I think Cerberus gets the pass for just being the good dog. Like, it's hard to beat that, but also a character that doesn't talk.
Cerberus is one of my favorites.
Okay. Cerberus is tied for first no matter what your pick is. Oh, hey, a fish.
You can beat me this time, Father.
I think this will be the one where I show the ultimate secret of fishing and lose my run by 5 seconds.
Oh, please do not.
Oh no, it has to happen.
All right. Your run, but
You should have
I cannot be a Hades runner on GDQ if I don't do it.
Fair enough.
Especially since it's right there, so I will defeat Dad. Oh, he didn't say the line. Oh, they're shy today.
You waste your strength.
All right, we still have 3 Death Defies, and we have 1 more round of Hades to go, and we have Than.
This isn't what it looks like, Lord. You can't kill me. Come on. Leave that one out of this. Go back.
1.
Oh, that hurt.
I just really hope I get the thing.
Don't do that.
Yeah, there's hug your dad strats, but like, I played that a little bit more recklessly than I should have, but I had 3 Death Defiances, so you can feel free to just like be in his face the whole time. You know?
Goodbye, Father.
All right. Chat, it's important.
My father's name.
It's important. Oh, come on. You're going to give me all 3, aren't you? You're going to give me all... Yeah.
I got one. Huzzah.
Oh. Oh, I did it backwards. Oh. So what you do is you catch the fish, you pick up the item, then you quit out, and you can catch a second fish. So I ruined the secret of fishing.
Sizable variety.
So I didn't even get the secret. But we got the fish. That's the important part.
So that means just 1 more weapon, right?
Just 1 more, and it's my favorite weapon. It is the best one. And it's also, if you're somebody who likes to rather hold down buttons than smash buttons, it's the perfect one for you as well. Because it's the rail. And mashing on the rail does nothing. Holding the button down does something. So first things first, we want Zeus. This is the one I know backwards and forwards. This is the one I did like over 1,000 attempts between all of my different game files.
A gift.
Show me lightning bolts. Very good. That's exactly what we want.
No way.
5 minutes on 5 seconds on the first door is bad. We want 3 seconds on the first door.
Keep them coming.
The rail is great because you can set it up. We'll know if the run is good or not immediately. If we don't get rocket or cluster, this is not a good run. Immediately. The run is not great. Cluster. All right, so we're starting off with cluster. We just need rocket. If we get rocket bomb, I will probably, maybe, possibly PB on this run.
This would be the first ever PB on Mercy Kill in almost 2 years.
If I don't get it, we're definitely not. Where are you? I heard you.
All right.
Someone says, is it a bullet hell game now? No, it is for the enemies. For me, it's fun. Let's see. 4 encounter dash, attack. I want special. I want something with special. Okay, well, we're gonna do that one then. You'll note the other good reason why you have cluster is on the Eris rail. If you land in the explosions, if they land on you, you get a bonus damage on your attacks. So having cluster be all over the place means you are more likely to have things land on you and do explosions.
What's for sale?
I want this first. I know you always go for the shop, but this is hopefully fast room for yeah, this is gonna be a fast room. Just watch this. Done. All right, we want special, epic special. Can I get an epic?
Let's see what else.
Ah, that's not.
I mean, you didn't specify. You asked for an epic. You got an epic, technically.
I did. I want epic special.
Hey, sir.
Hey, Boldy. There you go.
In case what
Money.
choice?
No use.
There'll be other options. I'm not taking it, and I was like, I'm not going to take that until I have the option to actually get it on epic, because we're going to be a very heavy special build with the cluster rocket. We were looking for rocket bomb because rocket bomb and cluster bomb make it extremely powerful. It's hard to roll both of those though. There's like a 1 in 9 chance now that I can actually get the other one. All right.
Enough to eat.
All right. Second chance. Let's see. Second chance.
One god or the other.
Take 2. Run it back. Try it again.
What else we got?
It's okay. We still don't got it.
Forgive me, Uncle.
I am, the thing is, for this to work, you want the most high damage you can, and it turns out the god that does the most damage is not Ares, the god of war, and it's not Athena, the god of war, goddess of war and wisdom, or it's not Zeus, the god of lightning. It is the goddess of love. She does the biggest damage boost you can possibly get, and we want that. We want that so much. I cannot stress how much we want that. And she keeps trying to give it to me on attack, and I'm not taking it.
The power of the gods.
I refuse. We want it on special specifically.
Back, ladies.
How about
That was bad. So the thing about Meg is a lot of her attacks have her standing completely still. So if you just tap the explosion button, it will explosion all 5 rockets right dead center on her. If you are close enough, the spread will be that good. So she just melts, absolutely dissolves in front of it.
Going up. Love that sulfur smell.
What are you thinking? Let's do a time check here. I'm showing 2:18 here, Dave. So about 22 minutes.
I think I can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm more than fine on it, actually. I think that if the 10 minutes was on, it would be very close. But I changed it, so it would have been very close. If I go past the extra 10 minutes, let me know on that so I can say I've been original mercy killed. And then this will be.
It's original mercy killed. You're either mercy killed or you're not mercy killed, Dave.
It's kind of like Coca-Cola when they had like new Coke and then there was Coke Classic. That kind of thing. I was mercy killed classicked. All right. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. Side hustle is extremely powerful because money does a lot of stuff. Money can get you many boons. Money can be exchanged for goods and services, it turns out. And having those in your run means that you get more power, more attack, more damage, and more meltingness. Because that's all that this run is. If you are running rail, you are doing it to melt things.
Time to collect.
Again?
All aboard.
This sounds specifically like a deal that's being done live. A deal to lower my time on Mercy Kill?
That still don't work. There's no live deals in either direction, chat. That's not how the show works.
Anyway, didn't need thin that time. There it is. That's what we wanted. Okay. It took a while, but we got it. I don't know. I think that live deals can be very fun as a concept. You know, we got a call from the producer. Do you want to be bumped ahead? 6 for 6 broccoli. I don't know how I got this blessed in a run, but we are super blessed for this. And we got heroic rockets from.
Well, see ya.
She gave us the best one too. This run is cracked. What's going on? Why couldn't I get that during PB attempts?
Power of Olympus.
Ah.
How goes it lately, Lenny? Everything just fine?
All right. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Oh, I actually shot so early that he didn't have a hitbox yet, so it actually went past him. Anyway, that head didn't even get out of the lava. It's just gone. And that one's gone, and that one's gone. All right, next one.
Wanted to do another reminder here. Dave has been doing an excellent job today. Please be sure to give Dave a follow at twitch.tv/chocolatedave. Again, this has been a wild run, and I want to thank Dave for being on here again. This has been a lot of fun.
I can't promise there'll be more bow ties, but I can promise you there will be more shenanigans. All right, that's gonna barely touch him, I think. There we go. Hi, Lerny. Bye, Lerny. We're at 536. My PB was 840. I don't see that happening on the any percent side, but
I trust you had a pleasant stay in Asphodel.
No, we're gonna keep this on for now.
Get me out of here.
Because I'm gonna try and go for one more thing, which is if I can get Zeus Call with Aphrodite stuff already in there, there's a chance to get something called Smoldering Air, which makes it so that you just continuously build God's Gauge extremely fast. And okay, we're gonna see. Is the run viable? Is the run gonna be PB? This is the room to do it. Gosh, I just want to show Clockets once. I just want to show it on this GDQ for one time. To show the thing that made me want to do rail runs and nothing but rail runs forever. I just give it to me for one time. No! Add it to the counter. We'll take targeting system. It's still good, but we didn't get the Clockets. There's one more chance we can throw caution to the wind and maybe get it at the end, but we gotta get there first and see if that item is even available. But I'm so sad by this. I'd have to go check my my command in chat because I need to add to the runs without cluster rockets. We actually don't want flame wheel release.
Don't spend it all.
It's fine. This probably won't PB now. I don't like any of these, but I need one of them, so I'm taking flood shot. Okay, that's done. Bye. Oh, what? Get out of here.
Keep my
More levels.
Take it.
We really don't need any more boons at this point. We have everything we basically need. Yes, I'll just stand right here for me, please. Thank you. I will tell you, this is the one that's the hardest to tell what's happening on screen, though. Because there's just so much explosive effects that are pink and exploding and beautiful. And back before I had a better setup, and sometimes even when I have a good setup, I called this the bitrate destroyer, because all those explosions just make the whole thing just stop looking like a screen.
Set. Thanks a lot.
All right. By the way, not getting clockets is exactly why people started running the mod and run, I think.
I should press on.
All right. Weak afflicted foes are susceptible to more damage. If you can get that in your run, even better, because your rockets are going to give weak, and you're going to be throwing those out every like 2 seconds. Also, those shield boys are really terrible, except if you have a big gun that you can quickly dash around them or shoot explosions so many places that there's no way they can shield all of them. See? Not even a problem.
Power of the gods.
I could use a little health, and they don't give it to me. All right.
Doing business.
Sure. Yeah, all right. We're just gonna go in and take the the Death Defiance loss. But I'm not worried.
You freeze.
See? That's fine, they'll get their own. See? By the way, Theseus is already gone. Just in a sea of explosive rockets.
We got them, my good Shade.
Very nice.
Say hi. Gotta say hi to the Sport of Shade. So by this point on my PB in 20 seconds, I would have finished the run. So this shows you the rust is real. I still have a whole other area to go through and one dad.
You still have a little under 13 minutes, so plenty of time.
The 10 minutes may have been the savior for me this time.
Easy.
That's the other good thing, though. Cluster rockets are fantastic because you just go in and you press the button in these little catacomb areas and they just bounce around the room and ping pong and everything goes away. Somebody said, how does they get so many epic boons? The keepsakes and trinkets. Keepsakes and trinkets allow me to get the next boon in addition to mirror talents. My mirror talents are set up to give me an extra chance on the boons and rerolls. Rerolls are so helpful for any good speedrun because you can reroll it once or twice, give up a 2-second thing. Okay, I guess we're doing this again. Hi, Rodent. How are we doing? See what I mean? He's just so gonna go everywhere else. He's never gonna sit in one place. It's hard to get him with the Thanatos because he's too fast. It's just get rid of him.
So vicious yet so tiny.
Oh wait, is it here? It is here. Okay, it is here. I'm gonna save that for the end. Good news. Good news for chat. Good news for chat news. We're gonna have one last chance to get clockets. Or to completely heck everything up. It'll go one of two ways. If someone wants to do a very, very quick prediction, I don't know if that even is a thing, but will the anvil give me cluster rockets? Because I'm going to roll the dice one more time. The anvil works in that you get to lose one ability. In return, you gain 2 from the hammers. So if you didn't get the boon combo you wanted, this is my chance.
God's grant me strength.
There's still time. There's still time. It's never happened for me, but I like to live dangerously.
No use.
Oh, I also forgot to switch out my keepsake to the Hades charm, so that's doubly even so. Yeah, historically, someone's like, I messed up runs that anvil. Yeah, it's never been kind historically. Also, I think we're getting the 5. Excuse me.
We're all just waiting to see whether or not you beat the timer, Dave.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're good. I mean, if I heck up the combo I have now, it won't be, but it'll be fine. Sure.
It's high tide.
A little extra insurance never hurt anybody.
Let's just go down this Sata hole.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Is it number 4?
Not yet.
Fun fact, the order you go down these rooms does not matter. The number of times that it takes to get this is predetermined. So it basically says you must complete and get this many rewards from sticks before we will show the Satyr stack. So all you're really choosing is which reward you're going to take. It doesn't change, and whether or not it will be the hard one. All right.
Something.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. We'll take that because we're gonna need it. I believe, as the old saying has once been told, risk it for the biscuit. Nope.
I like fortune favors the bold.
It didn't favor me.
Oh, dang.
It did not favor me at all.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
The guardian of it.
we have triple bomb now. Triple bomb is like cluster bomb, but bad.
All right, this is it.
It's fine. I didn't rely on it too much.
I trust you.
All right, so as long as this doesn't take a while, you got this. You can't die here, though, Dave.
Oh, I know I can't die here. I mean, maybe I could if I wanted to, like, super PB, but, like,
Sure, could have avoided that.
So all of my big explosions are gone now. I only have 3 in a row. Oops, that was not right.
Damn it. There is no escape.
I didn't want you. I wanted the shieldy boy.
Wide open.
If you're wondering why he stops attacking me sometimes, that's the smoldering air effect. I am charming him so he can't attack me sometimes. Oh, that's bad. I also fanned way too early. So that was my fault.
That won't be working here. I shall not fall to you again.
Come on, Dave, you're making me nervous again. I don't want to fall
Yeah,
off
it's
my
fine.
chair.
It's fine. Oh, that was dumb of me. Yeah, it was fine. See, we're fine.
And Dave, also, when is time gonna be?
When the Hades falls, that'll be time. Sorry, I completely forgot. I was thinking about possibly dying.
You're not gonna die.
See? Here we go. We're possibly dying.
Dave, please don't do that.
Ooh,
No.
one big sweep and I die.
Dave, please.
That's
No.
time.
There we go. Gosh, Dave.
That time I was hamming it a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Dave. You have defeated the timer.
How much did I defeat it by?
I'm showing a 2:35:16 for your time.
All right, that's pretty good. My PB on that rail is 8:49:80, and that was a 13:35:36. That's not good. But hey, just means I get another new goal to work towards. Get back to that time.
Absolutely. So I don't want to ask for any commitment of any kind, Dave, but are you going to pick up any kind of Hades category again after today? What are you thinking?
I might go back to it, although I don't know after today. I don't know if my heart could handle the frustration of getting one of the cluster rockets and not the other again. I don't know if my little Hades heart can take it.
Aw, I thought it was good too. I agree with y'all, chat. So, Dave, would you recommend the Mercy Hill experience to other runners?
Absolutely, 100%. You get to talk to great showrunners, and you get to have zero expectations to be good, and everyone else does too. So it's super great. No, actually, 100%. I want to get back into the run again. I actually think it's unfortunate timing that I'm going to do the tropical freeze thing that I said earlier.
And La Mulana. There were some folks who were really, really into the La Mulana.
Yeah, I basically have to restart that one. So if you want to see it from the beginning, so far the La Mulana experience is the game has beaten me 3 times through the menu alone. So that is the kind of game you will be looking at. But if you wanted to get an idea, if you don't know what La Mulana is, go see What's Faster with 2 upcoming runners who are doing that.
Yes, and on my next Random Number Generation, Author Blues was also going to be playing La Mulana, but I told him to be sure to use family-friendly language this time.
Oh, that's very on brand.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
I hope everyone enjoys what's coming up next, which I think is Never Before Seen.
Yes. But real quickly, before we go to Never Before Seen, first of all, thank you, Dave, for being here. Please go follow Dave at twitch.tv/chocolatedave if you have not done so already. Speaking of GDQ things here, be sure to tune in tomorrow starting at 7 p.m. Eastern for Bloodstained Ritual of the Night on the first step, followed by Metroid Dread on Victory Lap, and also Frame Fatale will be having its next all-women speedrunning event, Flame Fatale, in late August. Game and volunteer submissions are open right now until May 22nd. Type !FF in Twitch chat or go to GamesDoneQuick.com/Frame Fatale for more information. And with that being said, y'all, please be sure to stay tuned for Never Before Seen, as we are not at the end of our GDQ broadcast for tonight. So again, stay tuned and take it away, Amber.